Good morning, everybody. Hello, hi, good morning. Good morning, everyone. I hope you can all hear me. Is there anyone here who can tell me whether you can hear me properly, see me properly? Okay, I can see 3 likes here, but 2 people still waiting. I wonder what's that. Anyhow, so today's live session is about reading passages. It is about, understanding the tips and tricks to go ahead with a reading passage. See, the problem with reading passages, usually what happens with students is, like in the last live on Monday, I had discussed that you will be getting 50 questions, right? And out of those 50 questions, 30 questions are from reading passages. So there's really no chance that you can avoid reading passages at all. There is no chance, because out of the 50 questions, you have to attempt only 40. So, so 30 questions out of those 50, if 30 questions are from reading passage and you have to anyway attempt a total of 40 questions, there is no way on this planet that you can, you can choose to ignore the reading passage, right? So today I'm going to take up I'm going to take up the various ways in which you can approach a reading passage. All right. So before that, I would request all of you to please like and subscribe to this Safalta, the official YouTube channel of Safalta School, of Safalta class, and also hit that bell icon so that you keep getting regular updates, right? Just give me 1 second. 1 second, everybody. Okay. Hi Anjali, good morning. अंजलि सिंह, जीत और हार आपकी सोच पर निर्भर करती है, मान लो तो हार होगी और ठान लो तो जीत होगी. वेरी नाइस अंजलि, हैव यू रिटन दिस? दिस इज सो नाइस. मान लो तो हार होगी और ठान लो तो जीत होगी. गुड मॉर्निंग वर्षा, गुड मॉर्निंग. एंड हियर आई वाज थिंकिंग कि कोई ज्वाइन क्यों नहीं कर रहा है. यस Anjali, very nicely written. If you have written this, very nice, and thank you for sharing this. I think I'm also going to write it somewhere on my desk. I have a small board on which I keep writing these, these quotes, and even if they are written by my students, then so be it. Like the other day that Ragini had written, something like that. It's on my note board now. Hi Hamdan, good morning. How are you, ma'am? Ma'am is fine, absolutely all right. Ma'am is absolutely okay. Anjali, but what a beautiful way to start the live session, yeah? Okay, chaliye. So, yes, let's begin class. Now, before we start, since now we are very close to our exam, I've come up with like this is what I believe students must do. I mean, because that is what I did when I was a student. So I'm going to share that with you quickly. Yeah. Check this. Yes. So now is the time when you are really, stressing over your weaknesses. You're stressing over how much course is complete, how much course you are yet to do. You're focusing too much on the tension and the stress and the nervousness that comes with a competitive exam. For a lot of you, this would be the first time that you would be giving a competitive exam. I totally get that. So now this is something that I totally believe in. This is something that I did as a student, and only when I became a teacher was I able to, put this down in words. Hi Kanhaiya, good morning. So the first one says always rely on your strengths, right? So now as students, you have your strengths. Somebody would be very good in science, somebody would be good in English. Somebody is very good in vocabulary, whereas the others are maybe good in grammar. Whatever it may be, focus on your strengths, because the more you focus on your weakness, the more scared you will become, and fear is not good for grades, right? This is what we heard in 3 Idiots. Fear is not good for grades, sir. So always rely on your strengths. Do not focus on things that make you fearful. However, have faith in your hard work. So all of you, for your weaknesses, you have put in a lot of hard work and have faith in that hard work that you will be able to get through. Okay, I hope I'm making sense to all of you and it is not sounding a lot of ज्ञान. So strengths हैं, weaknesses हैं, weaknesses पे शुरू से काम किया है और weaknesses पे क्योंकि काम किया है, please have faith on that, उस पे भरोसा रखो. Alright, and the third one is work hard and answer smartly. Okay, गधा मजदूरी कर ली है, but now learn to answer smartly and that is the only way that you can achieve your goals. Alright, चलिए, so with on that note, ज़्यादा ज्ञान नहीं देना है मुझको, एक्चुअली ये ज्ञान भी नहीं था, बट आई डोंट वांट टू फोकस द एंटायर क्लास हियर, बट लेट्स गो टू नाउ रीडिंग पैसेजेस. ओके, सो यस, सो ऑल माय स्टूडेंट्स हु आर फ्रॉम माय क्लास, they would know what is how to do a reading passage, what is the approach for reading passages. All of you know it quite well, especially the ones who come for my class on Tuesday, Thursday and Saturday, but the ones who don't, कन्हैया, वर्षा, आप लोग मेरी क्लास में नहीं आते हो, तो आई एम गिविंग यू अ सिंपल मेथड टू डू attempt reading passages which will not only help you for your CUET exam, but whenever and wherever you attempt reading passages, this method can be adopted. See, what happens is when we have a reading passage in front of us, although like I told you in CUET you will have three passages, and every passage will be about 300 to 350 words. Now this is not a lot of words for one passage, this is not a lot of words, but it is not just 300 to 350 words, right? It is 300 or let's say 350 into 3, because you are going to get 3 passages and each passage is going to have 10 questions, which means you read these many words and you are attempting 30 questions out of the reading passage, right? Now pata chala 45 minutes have gone, because you just have 45 minutes for your English exam. Pata chala 45 minutes are gone for this itself, or maybe there will be some students who won't be even able to go past 2 passages or the first passage. So there is no point in attempting reading passages in the conventional manner. Yes, Varsha, I know that. Varsha, I know that very well. You've been one of the most regular students I have, and the ones who join me in the live session, not my students from the batch. So it's okay. I know when, and I can count on my fingertips when all you have missed the session. It's absolutely fine. Okay. All right. Everybody, you can send me a smiley. You can send me something so that, you know, in the comment section, like a thumbs up or a smiley or something, so that I at least know that you're all listening. Because otherwise, you know, these channels of YouTube and Zoom become very funny because you feel you're talking to the laptop or to the camera. Yes, all right. So we have only 45 minutes to do 40 questions. You don't have 45 minutes to do like 1 paragraph or 2 paragraphs, right? So we are going to go ahead with a trick, with a strategy which will help us to reduce the time that we give in reading passages and also help us with the accuracy of the answers, because that is what is most important. Agar answer accurate nahi hoga, you are going to land up with a -1, and that is something that we all need to avoid, right? We don't need that. Now, how many types of reading passages are there, etc., etc., all those details I did on Monday, right? The factual reading passage, narrative and the literary reading passage. I am not going into the details of that today. Today will just be about the strategy. Now, what is the strategy that I have been harping about? Yes, Varsha, absolutely. So, what is the strategy that I have been harping about? The strategy is that you have to focus on reading the questions first. It's called the backward approach. So you focus on reading the questions first and then you go to the reading passage. Yes, you all heard that right? Most of my students would know, but Varsha, Kanhaiya, what do you have to do? पहले passage नहीं पढ़ना है. आप हमारे साथ क्या होता है, हम पहले passage पढ़ते हैं, एक एक वर्ड का मीनिंग समझने की कोशिश करते हैं, एक एक लाइन की मीनिंग समझने की कोशिश करते हैं, एंड दैट्स व्हेन वी गो टू द क्वेश्चंस. नो, यू डोंट हैव टू डू एनीथिंग ऑफ दैट सॉर्ट. फर्स्ट रीड द क्वेश्चन, देन सर्च फॉर द आंसर इन द पैसेज. क्योंकि पैसेज पे थीसिस नहीं लिखनी है, पैसेज पे हमें डॉक्टरेट नहीं करनी है, पीएचडी नहीं करनी है, कोई रिपोर्ट नहीं बनानी है, कोई सर्वे नहीं करना है. माई ओनली एम विद दैट रीडिंग पैसेज इज minimum time, maximum marks. That's my only aim, nothing else. Okay, so let's focus on understanding what this approach is all about. Now these two things, use this rule and learn to leave questions, is something that is applicable, like I said in the last class, they are applicable for all sorts of subjects, all sorts of subject sections, grammar, vocabulary, chemistry, physics, bio, accounts, everywhere this will be applicable. And it will also be applicable for any other competitive exam that you will give ever. All right, okay, chaliye, so let's begin. Now this is your passage, everyone. Now this is your passage. Okay, now the thing is, like I told you, there'll be three types of passages. Yeah, there'll be a literary passage, there'll be a factual passage, and there'll be a narrative passage. Okay, now these passages can be a little tricky. Why? Because if you have a factual passage or if you have a literary passage, it is easier to find out answers. You will understand why at the end of this passage. It is easier to find your answers in factuals and a factual type of reading passages, or even literary type of reading passages. Why? Because there's a lot of information involved, and that information is crisp, right? एक sentence पकड़ा आपकी पकड़ में आ जाएगा, which you will understand and you will simply know what the answer is. Narrative ones are a little difficult. Narrative ones are a little difficult. Why? Because you have to go through the paragraphs and then find out your answers. So basically you have to analyze, you have to think and then conclude, right? So narrative ones are the ones which are a little tricky. Am I making sense to everybody right here, right now? Everybody? Am I making some sense here? There are 8 people watching me right now. Hi Kajal, good morning. Yes, no, no ma'am, absolutely yes ma'am. कुछ तो मतलब मुझे पता लगना चाहिए ना. Okay. So while you give me your answers, now if you just scan this passage, scan the passage का क्या मतलब होता है? सरसरी निगाह से देखना, जिसको हिंदी में बोलते हैं सरसरी निगाह से देखना. So if you just scan the passage, you will realize that this is a narrative passage. Yes? Anjali, sir, ma'am. Okay, all right. So if you just scan this passage, मैं ये नहीं कह रही कि एक एक वर्ड पढ़ो, but अगर सरसरी निगाह से भी देखोगे, you will understand that this is not a factual passage, this is not a literary passage, this is a narrative passage. So like I said, narrative passages are the ones which are the most difficult to manage. Now let's see how are we going to do it. It's a short passage. This is paragraph number 1, paragraph number 2, and we'll have to go back and forth, हाँ, क्योंकि questions end में है, तो हम क्वेश्चंस पढ़ेंगे, उसके बाद हम पैराग्राफ पे आएंगे. सो आई विल हैव टू डू अ लॉट ऑफ बैक एंड फोर्थ विद माय स्लाइड्स टुडे. ऑल राइट, पैराग्राफ नंबर 3. ओके, different rules of behavior, paragraph number 4 and paragraph number 5. Right, now this is where the questions start. Now can you all read the question here? What is the question? Kanhaiya, what about you? Hamdan, fantastic. Okay. Tanya hasn't joined the live today, right? Tanya, Shruti and Ragini haven't joined the live. Shikhar also hasn't joined the live. Hamdan, are you connected with Shikhar on Telegram? If you are, then probably you can message him. Yes, so what is the question all about? It says choose the option that best captures the central idea of the passage. choose the option that best captures the central idea of the passage. Now they've given you some quotes and you have to choose the best quote that describes the central idea of the passage, right? Yes. Now central idea is something that you will only understand once you have read the passage. हैं? जब पूरा पैसेज पढ़ लिया होगा तभी तो सेंट्रल आइडिया समझोगे, ऐसे फर्स्ट पैराग्राफ पढ़ने से तो नहीं समझ जाओगे. गुड मॉर्निंग शिखर. Hamdan he is, but he's also joined. Good morning Shikhar. Well in time, we've just started reading passages. Right? So central idea के लिए अभी हम इसे करेंगे या छोड़ देंगे? What do you think? What do you all think? Will you attempt this question in the beginning or will you leave it and you will attempt it at the end? Varsha, what do you think? Varsha, what is your answer here since you're not, you are doing reading passages for the first time with me? Kanhaiya, what do you think will be done? Will you leave the passage, will you leave this question right now? Koi baat nahi Shikhar. Or will you go to the next question? Okay. Yes, Hamdan is saying we'll go towards the end of, end first. Yes, we will not. We will leave it for the end. Yes, you leave it for the end. Right, Hamdan? So now, let's go to the next question here. What is the tone of the following context? देखो, सिर्फ इसका पूछा है. Following passage का टोन नहीं पूछा है. जो passage था उसका टोन नहीं पूछा है. उन्होंने पूछा है कि ये context, meaning these lines. And do you think for these lines you have to read the passage? Anjali, yes. Kanhaiya, yes. Next question. So, I've come to the next question now. Now see the next question. What is the tone of the following context? Now the context given here is you have to apply politeness in your thinking, speech and actions. You have to apply politeness in your thinking, speech and actions. Now, only this context पूछा है, passage तो नहीं पूछा, तो हम बेवकूफ होंगे ना हम अगर हम इस लाइन के लिए हम पूरा passage पढ़ेंगे. It's not required. Yes, Varsha, we'll go to the next question. I'm getting your messages very late somehow on this screen. Yes, so now what is the tone? Is it full of ego? Egoistic means full of ego. Is it imperative, rude and or angry? Rude और angry तो बिल्कुल भी नहीं है ये, है ना? Rude और angry तो बिल्कुल भी नहीं है. Yes, Kajal, Hamdan correct. And full of ego भी नहीं है. So what is the answer? The answer is imperative. How much time did you take to do this question? 15 seconds. See, that is how you are going to save time in the reading passage. Yes, Kajal, Anjali, Varsha, have you understood? Kanhaiya, have you understood? For this one line, it is not necessary that you read the entire passage. Kanhaiya, Varsha, I hope you are following me. Right. Mukesh, good morning. You seem to be a new student here. Just let me have a sip of water, everybody. Okay, so you barely took what 15 seconds to do this question. Kajal, please call Nikki and Karthik also. Radhe Radhe Mukesh. All right, let's go to the next question now. Which of the following is relevant for the title of this passage? Which of the following is relevant for the title? Relevant means important. Relevant means important. Title of the passage. अब जब तक मैं पैसेज पढ़ूंगी नहीं, मुझे टाइटल के बारे में नहीं पता लगेगा. तो क्या मैं अभी इस क्वेश्चन को अटेम्प्ट करने के लिए पूरा पैसेज पढ़ूंगी? ऑल राइट वर्षा, वंडरफुल. कन्हैया, आपको समझ में आया? यस. सो एम आई गोइंग टू read the passage right now to understand the title of the passage? No, because eventually at the end of this passage you will realize कि इन पार्ट्स आपने पूरा पैसेज पढ़ लिया है, क्वेश्चंस भी आंसर कर लिए, एंड यू कैन इजीली गो बैक टू दीज क्वेश्चंस दैट यू हैड लेफ्ट. ओके, ऑल राइट. कन्हैया क्या नहीं समझ में आया आपको? कन्हैया ये नो किस लिए है? कि डाउट नहीं है या डाउट है? ओ अच्छा, ठीक है कन्हैया, ऑल राइट. Now let's see this question. Yes, Shikhar, I am moving on. Thank you. In which all areas should politeness be inculcated? I mean, in which areas of our life should we develop politeness? That is the meaning of the question. Now it says speech, thought and actions, only thoughts. Now there was a question that we attempted in which we were talking about the tone of the following context, and that mentioned speech, thoughts and actions, right? इसका मतलब पैसेज में कहीं ना कहीं speech, thoughts and actions होगा ही होगा. Yes, we are not sure. So we can go back to the passage and we can look for these words. Okay? We can look for these words. So basically these are like keywords. So now this is the actual strategy here. What are you going to do? In your passage, you are going to look for these keywords. Hamdan, Kajal, yes, your answer is correct, but we'll have to go back to the passage and confirm. Yes? 1 second. So let's go back to the passage. Like I said, मुझे बहुत to and fro करना पड़ेगा इसमें. Right. Can you, यहाँ पे अगर आप लोग इसको स्कैन करोगे, if you scan this, can you see speech, words, actions anywhere? Thoughts, words and actions, sorry. Can you find it anywhere in the first paragraph? Can you find it anywhere in the first paragraph? No, it's not mentioned anywhere. Speech, word and action is not mentioned. Let's go to the next one. Politeness is said to be an important characteristic. See, it says it must be implemented in every walk of life. An honest and polite person? No. See here, can you find the word speech, word and action? Hi Tarun, good morning. Can you find the word speech, speech, actions, thinking, something? दिखाई दे रहा है सबको? Yes, Anjali, third paragraph में है. Ouch. Third paragraph. See, you have to apply politeness in your thinking, speech and actions. So your answer, you know. The answer to the fourth question is B. कोई बात नहीं तरुण, it's absolutely okay, but you'll have to watch the first part of the video that you have missed. Okay? So this is, I hope this is clear now. You didn't have to read all the paragraphs. You were scanning all the paragraphs. सरसरी निगाह से आप देख रहे थे. You were looking for keywords, and in the third paragraph, you got this here. Thinking, speech and actions. Shikhar, have you understood? Shikhar, आपको समझ में आ गया? Kanhaiya is understood. Varsha, what about you? Right, now let's go to the next question here. What is the time? So this one we've done. This one we've left till now. And so your answer here will be 4B. In which all areas should politeness be inculcated? Speech, thought and action. Okay, now. Sorry everybody, this is a typing error. यहाँ पे there should have been a space. Which of the following sentences makes the correct use of trifle as used in the passage? Trifle as used in the passage. Now, I will go back to the passage and I will try and find only this one word. Trifle. Now, a lot of people think, अरे trifle का तो मतलब नहीं पता है तो मैं आंसर कैसे करूंगा या करूंगी, है ना? A lot of people may think, I don't know the meaning of trifle. How am I going to answer this question? And it's a valid question, right? Now let's see whether you can answer this question in the reading passage. Now, okay, let's go back to the passage. Like I said, there is going to be a lot of back and forth today. Yes. Can you see the word? This is paragraph number 1. Can you see the word trifle anywhere? Where is my... Can you all see the word trifle anywhere? I can see it. It's right there. So it's very simple. It's right there in the second line. Politeness has been correctly defined as benevolence in trifles. Yes? Now please read this passage. Read this paragraph now and you will get the answer. You will understand the context of trifle. मतलब जरूरी नहीं है कि trifle का exact meaning पता लग जाएगा, but at least थोड़ा बहुत near around trifle you will understand the meaning, right? It's so desire to whatever perfectly it is, safe from every kind of petty discomfort. Done? All right, everybody has read this? Everybody, have you read this? Yes, it's mentioned in the second line. So now when you have found trifle in this paragraph, you have to read the entire paragraph. So that means आपने ये वाला paragraph पूरा read कर लिया. आपने third paragraph भी पूरा read कर लिया था. Okay? Yes. All right. Now let's go back to the question. Which question was it? I don't remember. Second, third, fourth. Yes. Now you have to tell me कि ये इसमें से trifle का usage सबसे ढंग से कहाँ हुआ है. You have to tell me where trifle is used accurately. We shouldn't bother him over such trifles. She must not be trifled with. I want to have trifles in dessert. We will not waste our life in trifle. Answer is A. Trifle means, so technically, if you go and search for the meaning of the word, trifle means something that is not very important. Okay, so the correct answer is going to be, we shouldn't bother him over such trifles. Yes, Hamdan. Tarun, Shikhar, Kanhaiya, Varsha, are you all following? Kajal, what about you? Mukesh, are you still here in the live? Anjali, what about you? Okay, Kanhaiya, Tarun, yes, सबको समझ में आ गया है. Wonderful. See, so isn't it an easy way of doing it? You barely took 1 minute. You barely took 1 minute to finish this answer. Otherwise, it takes 45 minutes to do only one passage. Okay. Now let's go to the next one. How does the culture of different countries vary? Anjali, are you still here? No, it means the opposite. Tarun, it means the opposite of what you have written. Something that is not given too much importance is trifle. How does the culture of different countries vary? Now, how can we attempt this question? Yes, Anjali. Now, either you look for the word countries, culture, or you look for any of these words like social etiquettes, behavior, social laws, drawbacks, something, right? So, these are your keywords: culture, country, etiquettes, behavior, etc., etc. These are your keywords here, right? All right. Now, let's go back to the passage and see where we can find these words here, the ones that I have marked. Let's see where we can find these words in the passage, and then we will only go through that particular passage. That particular paragraph. हाँ, okay. So number 1 में तो नहीं था, है ना? Paragraph 1 did not have those words. I'll still go back. See, can you find the words countries, social etiquette, social drawback, etc., etc., anywhere? All right, Varsha. Okay, Varsha, please take care. I'll see you on Friday, bache. Okay? And yes, watch the session later. So you can't, of course, you will not find the words country, social etiquette, social drawback, etc. over here. Right? Let's go to the next paragraph now. Can you find those words here? When you scan this, can you find the words here? No, you will not, because the words are not here. Tarun, it's not even in the second paragraph. Have a look at the second paragraph, it's not even here. You only scan the paragraph. उसको एक एक लाइन को एक एक वर्ड को पढ़ने की जरूरत नहीं है. You are only looking for those key words, that's all. Not here. See, can you find it here? I don't think so. I have scanned it and the words are not here. Okay. And हाँ कि ना है यहाँ पे? Yes Kanhaiya, it's not there. Now let's go to the next one. Do you find it here? Social etiquette, social drawback, so culture, countries, do you find those words here? All right, Shikhar, but please watch this because you've been facing a problem with reading passages. So see, different rules of behavior have to be observed at different places. Social etiquette. The word social etiquette is mentioned here. Now you will read this entire paragraph. Once you find this word here, you are going to read this entire paragraph. Countries isn't, but social etiquette to hai na, Tarun. So, different rules of behavior have to be observed at different places, in the street or in the drawing room, at home or at school, etc., etc. We must also consider the great diversity of social etiquette which distinguishes one country from another. You have your answer. कोई बात नहीं तरुण. Bye Shikhar. Have a good day ahead. Yes. Right. So now the last line as it is your answer. Now let's go back to the sixth question. हम sixth पे ही थे ना? हाँ. How does the culture of different countries vary in social etiquettes? 6A. 6B नहीं है अंजलि, वो 6A है. The answer is 6A. ठीक है जी? Easy peasy, no rocket science. It's a foolproof way of doing reading passages. It will also help you to understand which questions to leave. तो अगर 30 questions में से 26 questions भी करके आए हो, good enough. But if you practice this technique, trust me, 30 out of 30 attempt करके आओगे and they'll all be correct. All right, let's go. Wow, what is politeness for us? Hello Gangadhar, good morning. You've joined after a very long time. Your name sounds familiar somehow. I think आप पहले मेरे को ज्वाइन करते थे ना लाइफ के लिए. You've come after a very long time. Okay. What is politeness for us? Duty, right, obligation, valuable possession. Wow. Yes. Hi Suraj. Good morning. Long time बच्चे. बहुत दिनों बाद आया लाइफ के लिए. Yes. So now what do we have to do? duty, obligation, valuable possession, right? These are your keywords. These are your keywords, right? Duty, right, obligation, valuable possession are your keywords here. Now we went through paragraph number 1, paragraph number 2 and paragraph number 3. These words were not there, है ना? They were not there. I know आप लोग आंसर देने के लिए बहुत अभी उत्सुक हो रहे हो. उत्सुक is the word, right? I hope my Hindi is correct, but I'll have to check. So let's go back. No, not 5. हमने यहां तक कर लिया था. Did we have these words here? हमने यहां तक कर लिया था ना? No, these. So can you find the words here in the third paragraph? 1 और 2 में तो नहीं था. Third paragraph में है. Are these words there? Duty, obligation, right, etc., etc. Can you find these words here? No, it is not mentioned here. Then if you go here, of course it is not here. Now read this paragraph. They are right on top. Right on top of 5th paragraph ka, right on top. See, being a duty, also a valuable possession for ourselves. You have your answer. Yes, you all have your answer. Politeness, besides being your duty that we owe to others, is also a valuable possession for ourselves. You have your answer here now. So answer is 1 and 4. Answer is C. ठीक है? तरुण समझ में आ गया? कन्हैया, have you understood? Yep. The answer is C. So see, 10 questions होते हैं. अभी तक हमने सिर्फ 2 छोड़े हैं. Right? Now, if you want, you can actually go back to those 2 questions and now attempt them because you have managed to read all the 5 paragraphs. अब आपने क्या किया है? आपने पांचों के पांचों पैराग्राफ्स पढ़ भी लिए हैं. You have answered 5 questions. Now you can go back to the 2 questions that you left. Central idea of the passage and title of the passage. You can. Very simple. No rocket science. Suraj and Gangadhar, bache, you will have to watch the entire video to understand how to attempt reading passages. I am giving you a foolproof strategy to attempt reading passages. All right? Okay. Let's go to the next one now. What do you understand from this line? Politeness is said to be one of the important characteristics of a civilized person. Politeness is said to be one of the important characteristics of a civilized person. अब आपको सिर्फ understand from this line करना है. पूरा passage नहीं करना है. You just have to understand from this particular line. And if you read the line, you will understand that B is your answer. That being polite is a quality of a civilized person. Rocket science मतलब वो it's just a way to say कि science बड़ी difficult होती है और वो उतनी ज़्यादा difficult reading passage नहीं है. It's just a easy peasy, no rocket science का मतलब है कि science की तरह difficult नहीं है ये. ठीक है कन्हैया? Okay, your answer is B. Being polite is a quality of a civilized person. A कहां से हो जाएगा तरुण? Answer is going to be B. Hamdan, Anjali, on point here. Okay. हाँ तरुण मैंने देख लिया. सूरज, ए कैसे हो जाएगा तरुण? ए कहां से हो जाएगा आंसर? हमदन, अंजलि, all right. Now choose the option. So this is the last one that I'm doing. Yes, this is the last one that I'm doing. I think you can do, no, I'll do one more after this. One more after this. Choose the option that correctly states the meaning of well-bred as implied in the passage. Now, as this suggests, you will have to look for the word well-bred. Now, you all have read all the 5 paragraphs. Tanya, good morning. So, you all have read all the 5 paragraphs, right? What do you think is the meaning of well-bred? If you have any doubt, you can go back to the passage. If you have any doubt, we can go back to the passage. Kanhaiya, do you want me to go back to the passage? Okay. Chalo, I think the best way would be to go back to the passage. Yes. Let's look at paragraph 3. Can you find the word well-bred here? Can you find the word well-bred here? Or wait, let's do one thing. Let's go paragraph wise. Well-bred दिख रहा है किसी को यहाँ पे? Paragraph 1 में. I first went to paragraph 3, then I thought it because there'll be people watching the live later also, watch the video later also. So I thought we'll start from paragraph 1. Can you see the word well-bred anywhere over here? The word well-bred is not here at all. Okay? Yes. Go to the next paragraph. See if you can find the word well-bred. And remember, you're only looking for the word well-bred. You're not looking for any other word. You don't have to read the paragraphs. You're looking for the word well-bred. Searching for it. Yes, it's not there in paragraph number 1. What about the other paragraphs? कार्तिक, राम राम. आज भयानक लेट हो गया कार्तिक. Okay. It's not there in paragraph 2 either. You go to paragraph number 3. You go to paragraph number 3. Yes. Do you find the word well-bred here? It's not in paragraph number 3 also. Go to paragraph number 4. Do you find the word? Acha. Alright Karthik, no problem. But watch this video Karthik, you'll understand how to do reading passages. Paragraph number 4. Can you find well-bred anywhere? And now here, paragraph number 5. Do you find well-bred somewhere? Do you find well-bred somewhere? See, in the last paragraph, you will have your answer. The great advantage of this excellence between a well-bred and an ill-bred man is that one immediately attracts your liking, the others your dislike. Na baba na. Okay. Tarun. Yes. So you have your answer here. So the great advantage of this excellence of conduct was very clearly expressed by Dr. Johnson when he said that the difference between a well-bred and an ill-bred man is that one immediately attracts your liking, the other your dislike. So if you go back to the question, choose the option that correctly states the meaning of well-bred as implied in the passage. ill-bred, refined, excellence, profit. Very simple now. Yes, Kanhaiya, if you read the last line, you will understand the answer to this question. What is the answer? Anybody? What is the answer? कन्हैया ए. कन्हैया आपसे पूछा जा रहा है कि आपने जो पैसेज में पढ़ा उसके अकॉर्डिंग वेल ब्रेड का मीनिंग क्या है. आपसे ऑपोजिट नहीं पूछा जा रहा है बच्चे. यस, अकॉर्डिंग टू द पैसेज. कार्तिक, अकॉर्डिंग टू द पैसेज. सूरज, कन्हैया, व्हाई विल इट बी ए? You have to tell the meaning of this word according to what you have read in the passage. According to what you have read in the passage. So your answer is going to be refined. Tanya, you're correct. नहीं कार्तिक, excellence नहीं है. The answer will be refined. Hamdan, Anjali, are you being able to follow? Hamdan, Anjali, are you being able to follow this? Okay, Tarun. Alright, now I am going to do just one more question. हालांकि एक ये last question बचा है which you can do on your own. This you can do and tell me in the comment section. ये आप लोग खुद कर सकते हो and you can pause the screen and do it a little later. I want to go do this question. We had left 2 questions in the beginning. Yes. Now that you have read the entire passage. Anjali, I missed out on your answer then. I'm so sorry. Which of the following is relevant for the title of the passage? Now that you have read the entire passage, you've answered 80% of the questions. You can come back and answer this. Okay, Tarun, all right. Politeness is healthy. Politeness is our duty. Politeness is good for the heart. Politeness improves relationships. What is the answer here? Now that you've read the entire passage, what is the answer? पूरा पैसेज पढ़ चुके हो. Now you can analyze and conclude what should be the answer. You didn't have to read it specially. Okay, yes. Politeness is our duty. नहीं कार्तिक, कार्तिक आपने लेट ज्वाइन किया था इसीलिए आपको कंफ्यूजन हो रहा है. अगर आप पूरा बिगिनिंग से रिकॉर्डिंग देखोगे, लाइव देखोगे, यू विल अंडरस्टैंड. Tanya, politeness is our duty. That is the title of the passage. Because it is our duty, it will also as a byproduct of this duty it will improve relationships. That is why answer is B. Politeness is our duty. It generally helps humanity, right? It helps everybody around. So that is why it is our duty, and because it is our duty, it improves our relationships. कोई बात नहीं कार्तिक. सूरज, तरुण, तान्या, is it clear to all of you? Hamdan, Anjali, your answer was correct. So now, see, we took a lot of time because we had to go back and forth. I am waiting for your answers, internet issues, etc., etc. But essentially, if you practice this, so you're only left with now question number 1 and question number 10, which you can do very easily, and you can put it in the comment section. I'll get back to you with the answers of question number 1 and question number 10 as well. Alright. So this is a very easy way to attempt reading passages, and any kind of reading passages, whether it is a literary passage, a narrative passage, or even a factual passage. ठीक है? So I hope now there will be no problem, and please practice There is no way out now. You cannot postpone it anymore. You have to continue to practice. All right, everybody. Thank you, Tarun. Thank you so much. So now I will see you on Friday, and Friday we'll be doing vocabulary, right? Friday we'll be doing vocabulary. Thank you so much for watching the session. Please share it with your friends as much as you can, because I am 100% sure this live, this video is going to help a lot of you giving competitive exams in India. Okay, I usually don't tell you to share it, but this time, yes, and the last session also I told you to share it. But please go ahead if you think it will help. If you think it is alright, please go ahead and share it with your friends. I will see you on Friday now with a session on vocabulary. Okay? Alright, everybody. Thank you so much. Have a great day ahead. Bye-bye. Thank you. Friday day. Tarun. नहीं कार्तिक, मैं किसी को फ्राई नहीं करने वाली हूँ. रिलैक्स. इट्स ऑल राइट.